Hi, Happy New Year. I'm Danielle Stern, one of the project managers here at Centennial Investments, looking after the Delray Beach Townhome projects. These past few weeks, we have been tied up in a bureaucratic spaghetti of Delray Beach development services. The state of play is that since we eventually got site approval for our project back in October 22, we needed to finish getting the replatting approved. In theory, taking the site from 2 parcels to 3 would seem simple. Yeah, right. Firstly, the city challenged us to change the legal name on the plat because Delray Beach Townhomes was deemed too generic, so after a lot of back and forth, the project will be called Centennial Square. You would think as this is our project, we would call it whatever we wanted, but no matter, we changed the name. As Tony explained in last November's CITV, Centennial had to give up a 25-foot radius right-of-way to the city of Delray Beach so they could gain access to certain utilities on the land for maintenance. This involves Centennial's attorneys creating what was basically a land sale document to the city. Additionally, we had to amend the site plan to reflect the newly created right-of-way, which needed to be approved by the city's commissioners before we could address the replatting situation. Approval went without a hitch on November 1st, so we moved on to the replatting. Our surveyors had to amend their original survey to reflect the new right-of-way, together with a revised plat drawing and creating a miler. A miler is a document made of transparent, strong polyester film with ink that will not smudge or fade. This is used to show newly subdivided property drawings. The reason that this plastic miler document is used is so that the drawings are permanent and cannot be altered. It is then signed with a special inking process by Avram Associates, Centennial surveyors, attesting to the correctness of the plans. Then, the city surveyors take a paper copy of the miler to the site where perimeter markers have been set, known as PRMs, permanent reference monuments shown here, to ensure they have been placed correctly per the miler. Centennial surveyor then submits the SPRAB approved site plan with the site engineering plans and, of course, the revised plat to development services at the city for review. If satisfied, development services will put the entire pack forward to the next available commissioners meeting for approval and recording in the county's records. Now, we're all hoping to get this process finished and put in front of the city's commissioners for their December 13th meeting last year. This didn't prove easy, but we will be ready for the January 2023 meeting. But the fact is, none of this will hold us up in terms of the building timeline. A complete set of permit-ready plans has been submitted to the city, and our general contractor, Alan Peretz of Tester Constructions, initiated the permit application to start construction just before the December holidays last year. The process can take up to 3 months, although the building permit will not be issued until we have an approved plat, but this will be completed well before the issuance of the building permits. The landscape maintenance agreement is another bureaucratic nightmare. Centennial attorneys initially forged ahead utilizing the preferred landscape agreement document planning and zoning first gave us. It transpires that the planning and zoning does not use this document anymore and asks us to use a different one. Basically, the landscape management agreement is a contract between Centennial and Delray Beach City, ensuring Centennial or its successors look after the city's treescape and any other greenery abutted to the property boundary. We could argue that this is not a Centennial's responsibility, but the argument could be futile, exhausting, and certainly time-consuming, so we have decided to acquiesce to their demands and get the agreement completed and signed off by the city and recorded. However, this agreement has to be between the city and the Homeowners Association, which has been newly formed. Fair enough, but now the city is saying just this past week that there needs to be an agreement with each of the new homeowners as they are now all separate lots. The planner, who is confused over this, is going back to his team for more clarification. They are going down a rabbit hole with this one, and it looks like we are being dragged down with them. That makes a change. Not. Anyway, all will be resolved well before they are needed for the building permit, but the city certainly knows how to create work for us. Before I go, can I please remind you to hit the subscribe button and notification bell just below this video so that you'll be notified every time we post content to this channel. See you shortly.